Hey YouTube, Dustin Outdoorsman here. We're going to do a review today on the new Buck 110 Slim Pro. This is Buck's S30V G10 newest thumb stud equipped, pocket clip equipped version of the 110 Folding Hunter. So fit and finish on this thing is great. There's the blade centering for you. Phenomenal, right? Look at that. Look at that tip. Perfectly centered. The thumb stud location is a little close to the handle. I don't know if you guys can see that. Makes it slightly hard to flip out, but not too bad. Opens up pretty nice. Knife is screaming sharp out of the box. I've had mine now for about 3 weeks, two or 3 weeks. The edge is still screaming sharp. This S30V really holds a great edge. It's got the Boss heat treatment on it, the Paul Boss heat treatment. Lockup's good, no blade play side to side or up and down. Pocket clip's okay. It does create a little bit of a hot spot, but not horrible. So let's bring on some comparisons. So this thing's 3.75 inch blade length, S30V. So the closest thing I can compare this knife to, it looks nice too. Love that clip point. A little bit modified from the original 110s and 112s. So there's an original 112. This is actually an SK Blades D2 Boss heat treatment. I don't know if you can see that. That I equipped with a thumb stud, and I made my own pocket clip for. Pretty sweet knife. Love this one too. But the clip is pretty modified. I don't know if you can see how heavy of a clip that one has. How it follows that trajectory right down there. This one doesn't have quite that heavy of a clip. It's still a nice blade though. I really like the look of that blade. It's a good looking blade. So let's go into the comparisons. So I think the best thing to compare this knife to is, of course, the Spyderco Endura, and here's mine, that I mirror polished the blade on and wire wheeled the pocket clip. It looks nice. I like that silver look on the green handles. And specifically this model though of the Endura. This is the ZDP 189 model of the Endura. Which, by the way, I think is the best. I really like the VG10 too, but the ZDP holds a screaming sharp edge for a long time. I really think the Buck 110 Folding Hunter is most closely compared to this, though. The blade length's about the same. Blade shape is similar to cutting edge. Obviously, the back's different because of the Spidey hole, and this one's kind of got the leaf shaped blade. I actually kind of like the clip point better. Thickness is actually thinner than the Endura on the Buck. So here's the Buck, here's the Endura side by side. Slightly thinner on the Buck. I think the Buck's actually a little heavier though. I think that pocket clip makes it quite a bit heavier. And the longer lock bar, so that one goes the full length, locks back here, whereas the Endura, the lock's up here. But the reason I compare the two is because they both open the same way, they both lock up the same way for the most part. I like the pocket clip on the Buck a little better, other than it puts a hot spot on my hand where the Spyderco one doesn't. But it's also a deep ride, so that's a benefit. I think it dethrones the Endura as the best EDC knife of all time? Maybe. It's too early to tell. One thing I don't like about the Buck is it does not have a pivot screw. It has a pivot rivet. As you can see, it's riveted construction. Not the end of the world. Buck's warranty is good, and they'll service that if it ever gets loose and has some play. But you know, I would have liked it better if it had a screw. No big deal though. Thumb studs are great. Not sharp enough to hurt your finger, but sharp enough to open it up. Action's smooth. It's actually smoother than this custom from SK Blades that I also put the thumb stud on. This one's pretty stiff, as you can see. I really got to manhandle it to get it open and closed. Doesn't open up fast. There's no flicking this one out. I also haven't used this a lot though either. But that D2 tool steel is holds a great edge. You can see I kind of reprofiled it. I like to put a 20-degree bevel on mine. This one had a, I don't know, kind of lopsided grind. Actually, the finish on this for a custom blade wasn't as good as I thought it'd be. The Cocobolo scales look nice, and the nickel seal bolsters are great. But the blade centering was, I mean, you can see it's off to one side pretty good. I don't mind because that's the side I push on to open it up, and when I push on it for the thumb stud, you can see it kind of centers itself up, so I'm cool with that. But yeah, blade centering is not great on this. But SK Blades generally does a good job. This one might just be, you know, build on a Friday or something. For what I use it for, just a everyday carry beater. Works great. You can see that's kind of got a little catch there. The lock bar sticks out a little bit. But check out that pocket clip I made. That's pretty sweet, right? Works good too. I would actually rather carry this EDC than a Delica. I just feel like it's a little stronger, but I do like a Delica. My Delica actually replaced my Endura as my EDC, and now the Buck has replaced the Delica, and I only carry this one on special occasions because it's a nice looking knife and I don't want to beat it up too bad. But, you know, that's what it is though. It's a carry knife, no doubt about it. Just not an everyday carry knife. It's probably more of a gentleman's knife to me. So, but yeah, overall on the 110 folding Hunter Slim Pro model, I definitely like it. I think it's actually my favorite knife currently. Now that'll subject to change in the future. I might get a 112 Slim Pro, and that would be a nice knife, or even a Slim Select. I don't have a problem with Buck's 420 HC either. It's not a bad material. But yeah, I really like my 110 Slim Pro. Hope you guys do too. Thanks. Have a good night. Bye.